What a game of football I have just witnessed at the Emirates. It just turns out, when Man United, when they turn up in black, it's party time at the Emirates. Arsenal who? 3-2. Oh, I know I'm like 3-4 days late, but I've been waiting for this moment, I've been waiting for this debut. Michael Carrick! 2 games, 2 wins, 2 best teams in the league. Man City first. Arsenal's turn now. For the pain! 2-3 win. Incredible stuff by us. That Cunha goal, exceptional little dance move you can see right there. Patrick Dorgu, someone just what happened to Patrick Dorgu? We need to go over this. What happened to Patrick Dorgu? This guy, he's got some pixie dust or some shit. They've sprinkled it on him. Michael Carrick has sprinkled it on him, and now he's out here scoring bangers and looking like, I've heard, Prime Bale and Ballon Dorgu. Anyways, Brighton Mbeumo kicked us off. He got the first one, and he equalised off a Zubimendi mistake. We're going to get to Arsenal, and you're going to see me create a laugh along. And just rant about how much Arsenal deserve to be criticised from this loss. So let's just go through it. And there's the table. You can see we're at 4th now, which is huge. Arsenal only 4 points clear. And I said it to everyone. I said it to all yous. All of yous that I talk to, away from this internet, this system. I said it. Man City will win in the end. And they're not even that great. They're not even that good anymore. But Man City are going to win. Also, look at those last 5 games of the top 6. Man United, are the only undefeated club out of all of them there. And they beat the 2 best teams in the Premier League. Oh, it's just perfect. It is just absolutely perfect. You see, Man City, they're probably gonna go first. I'll predict that it's gonna happen in the last 10 games. Man City will be, if they're not first, at least a point away from first. Aston Villa, you never know what's gonna happen with them. You just never know. Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, all battling out for 4th spot. I hope we hold on. We gotta hold on. We're Man United, of course. But number 1, they're falling apart. They're falling apart. Arsenal Football Club, they're falling apart. All right. Yeah, so what a win it is for Michael Carrick, honestly. What a bloody win it is for Michael Carrick. The guy's just come in. He's had a week and a half, really, to turn this struggle, this calamity that has unfolded, and he's done it brilliantly. He's beaten the 2 best teams in the league on the table. He's transformed Dorgu, as I said. Matheus Cunha, coming off the bench for the 2nd time in a row. And impact. Something you didn't see from Arsenal that game. Impact. There's impact there. There's impact. Where's Arsenal's impact? Corner FC. You could see it on Saka's face, and all your fans. When you get a corner, it's like Christmas came early. It's jokes. It's unbelievable. You lot are so bad at scoring from open play. It's insane. Arsenal Football Club, terrible from open play. Terrible. They looked ordinary out there because these lot here on the screen dealt with them, including some of the people that are on the screen. Mbeumo, Bruno Fernandes, Kobbie Mainoo. Whoever said Kobbie Mainoo can't work in a midfield 3 with Bruno and Casemiro, and that he doesn't run, you were fool. You just look like a fool now with what just happened. He ran the most on the pitch. He megged Declan Rice and gave Cunha the assist. What more do you want? At least that's impact. What does Arsenal's midfield do? Casemiro, he cooked. He cooked Zubimendi. Zubimendi made a mistake too. Like, and you're going to criticize a 33-year-old man who's playing way better than he has in recent times, and he's cooking, not Zubimendi for the first time, for the second time. First time was at Villarreal. Zubimendi, you're like Ryan Cherky, bro. You'll struggle against Man United. You're going to struggle. You will struggle. For the rest of your career, you're going to struggle against Man United. You will. It's inevitable. In those first 30 minutes of this game, yeah, Arsenal probably looked like the better team. They had more of the ball. They were getting into some positions, but they weren't dangerous. At least we stayed compact and composed, and we were able to stop them. And the goals they scored, that's just incredible. That's a special case at this point. The own goal from Lisandro, but the Butcher, who still cooked, by the way, even conceding an own goal. Brother, do not criticize any of my players ever again, Arsenal. Do not. Just not one fan, do not criticize them. Especially when they can beat you. When they can beat you. When they can make it look easy. 60 minutes out there, they made it look easy. Ever since Mbeumo's goal. Dorgu scored the goal of the season, and Matheus Cunha probably scored the best goal at the Emirates in ages, if you take out Dorgu's goal. While Dorgu's goal had probably a better finish, I like them equally, both, you know. I think Cunha's is a better play, though. So I'd probably give it to Cunha that he got a better goal. My player of the match, I got no idea who it would be. It just, everyone played so well. And Michael Carrick did so great, too. He turned this tide around. He made the sails go the right way. But I think the next segment is going to be my favorite segment of the video. of this match review. I should say, not even just the video, this match review, because that's what it is. Fraud Watch. All these brothers here, yeah, you're about to get criticized. Massively criticized. I've already talked about one of them. I've already said some stuff about one of them on this list. One of them. But the other 6, time to get humiliated. All right, let's pull up FootMob real quick. I'm going to title this video Laughing at Arsenal, because this is what it is. Alright, so who's first on this? We got Leandro Trossard, huh? Oh, it looks like I've already been searching. I wonder why. I just need to familiarize myself about how great of a player Leandro Trossard is, according to you Arsenal people, telling me that Leandro Trossard is one of your best players this season. Well, according to the stats, he has scored 1 goal. Let's see. 1 goal in the last 11 Premier League games. 1 goal. He was hot in the first he was hot in the first 3 minutes of that game. He was hot. He had a couple nice skills. After that, who cooked him? Diogo Dalot, mate. The worst player on the field for Manchester United every week. He cooked him. They made him look good. Arsenal. They made him look good. How is that possible? Why did they not target the side that Diogo Dalot defends, the right back area, the left side for Arsenal's attack, the left side? Oh, and man like Victor Gyökeres, you know what I'm saying? This geezer here. It's just like 5 goals, huh? Victor Gyökeres hasn't scored in the Premier League. He hasn't scored in the Premier League since December 21st. And that was a penalty, I want to assume. Was it a penalty? See if it was a penalty. It was a penalty. Well, there you go. I got my ball knowledge on point today. Don't worry about that. I got my ball knowledge on point. The last time Victor Gyökeres scored an open play goal, so not a penalty, just not a penalty, yeah, was this game right here. On November 2nd, when they beat Burnley 2-0. And people want to come out and tell me that Victor Gyökeres is better than Benjamin Sesko. Are you mad? Are you mad? How many goals has Victor Gyökeres got this season? 5 goals in the Premier League. And I'm only going to do Premier League stats with this comparison because Sesko isn't playing in Europe, so it's only fair if we actually compare that. But what's Benjamin Sesko done? 4 goals and an assist. Well, at least, look at this. At least you're seeing some goals there, you know what I'm saying, in recent times. And he hasn't been playing much minutes recently, but at least he had some impact. He came on and flicked it onto Kobbie Mainoo. He was a part of the play for the Cunha goal. At least that's impact. What did Gyökeres do all game? He got butchered again by the butcher. Lisandro did it to Erling Haaland. He did it to Gyökeres, bro. Don't ever come out and tell me that Victor Gyökeres is better than Benjamin Sesko, because he's worse. Who's next? Who's next on the fraud watch? Martinelli. Martinelli, yeah. Another special case we got here. Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli scored a hat-trick against Portsmouth, but that was the FA Cup, and you can't flex a Portsmouth, you know? Can't flex a Portsmouth win. The last time Martinelli scored in the Premier League was against Man City. September 22nd, 2025. Martinelli has not scored in the last 13 Premier League games. And people want to come out and tell me that Matheus Cunha is worse. Where's Martinelli's impact in that entire game? I know he got subbed on late, but where's his impact? Well, where's his impact not just for this game this week, for those last 13 games overall? Where's his impact? Are you kidding me? And people want to come out and tell me Cunha's worse. How many goals has Martinelli got in the Prem? 1 goal. Yep, that's his only goal in the Premier League. Matheus Cunha, on the other hand. This brother here, who scored the winner. 5 goals, 2 assists. None are penalties, Victor Gyökeres. None are penalties. He's better than you already. He's better than you already, and he's playing in a worse team. Who's there? Zubimendi. Well, we don't even need to talk. Do I need to talk about this brother? Picked over all of our midfielders. These lot say they have the best attack in the world, the best midfield in the world, the best defense in the world and in the Premier League. They say they have the best manager in the world. All he knows is how to score on set pieces. He did not make him look dangerous once in that game. It was the players that did it for him. It was Saka with the shot. It was Zubimendi with the header that got cleaned up by Peter Schmeichel in disguise, Sané Lemons. That's players' impact. That's not the manager telling him to do that. The manager's only telling him what to do on a set piece. Overrated you are, Mikel Arteta. Overrated you are. And this loss you have just gotten is going to damage the rest of your season. You watch now, you're not going to win the league. You watch. You're going to watch your team capitulate. And you got Leeds this week at Ellen Road, who have been great all season there. Funny who's next. It's very funny. Let it all work out. Eberechi Eze, huh? Eberechi Eze. Do we need to talk about this brother? Oh, but he's better than Bruno Fernandes and Cunha and Matheus Cunha. Brother, this guy has got no goals in the last... no goals in the last 13 Premier League appearances. 11 or 13 Premier League appearances. He got a hat-trick against Tottenham. But he's never scored in the Premier League since. Oh, actually, I lied. I lied. I'm sorry, Eze. I'm so sorry. You scored against Crystal Palace in October. Nah, I'm only joking. I just went the wrong way just to infuriate you lot. You pathetic little Arsenal fans. Oh my god. So the last time you scored a goal was in a hat-trick against Tottenham. Fair play. Great performance. But you had no impact. Where was your impact against Man United when it mattered in front of your fans? Where was that? What have you done ever since? And people want to tell me, again, This Arsenal team, this Arsenal attack is better than Man United's. At least Man United has some consistency when I'm looking at these stats. My God. And here's the other brother. Here is the other brother. Here's the other one. Here is the other one. Noni Madueke. Bought for around 52 million. Has scored 0 goals and had 0 assists in the Premier League this season, and he's played 14 matches. Well, not only we should include those 14 matches of this season, we also have to include the last matches he played at Chelsea last season, because he didn't score in... I'm doing the maths right now in my head. He didn't score in 12 of those games, which means Noni Madueke has not scored in 25 games. And people want to tell me he's better than Bryan Mbeumo. You lot are screwed, bro. You Arsenal fans, yeah? You Arsenal fans. This video is going to go for 30 minutes. I don't care. I need to humiliate this team, because I find it so disrespectful, the stuff they've been saying about Man United overall, and the hype they've been giving their own team. The supporters, just the hype they've been giving their own team. They need to be silenced. It's come to a point now where it's a joke. Especially with the last brother who is on the list. Starboy! 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 We got the Starboy on the right wing. He's going to be better than Man United Ronaldo. Starboy! He's going to be better than Salah. Starboy! Bukayo Saka. Starboy. 4 goals and 3 assists. 4 goals and 3 assists this season. And he hasn't missed a game, I believe. I believe he hasn't missed a game. The last time this guy scored was against Brentford at the start of December last year. This guy hasn't scored in 13 games. The Arsenal attack is overrated. And don't talk about XG. Do not talk about XG. Because half of your XG is made from a set piece. Half of it's from a set piece. If it's not a header on target, it's a shot outside the box or in the box that's on target that just gets cleaned up. That's all it is. That's all your XG is made of. And you want to tell me that he's better than Bryan Mbeumo? Bryan Mbeumo, who every single big game we've had this season, he's turned up. Every game where it's mattered. He scored against Tottenham. He scored against Arsenal this week. He scored against Liverpool in the first minute. He scored against Man City to put us ahead. That's impact. That is impact. That's not what Trossard and Martinelli do. He's got 8 goals and an assist. Plus, if you add his Carabao Cup goal in there, that's 9. At least that's impact. Look at his performances in the last few games. They're top performances. We're looking at an average of 7.2 probably each game. Look at these performances. And remember, yeah, he missed around 5 or 6 Premier League matches. He's come back and he's already better than Trossard and Martinelli. And they've been playing the entire time. And Bukayo Saka, he's better than too. He's got back-to-back goals in back-to-back games. What more do you want? What more do you want me to say? I have convinced you enough. He has been better this season. Saka maybe, if we're talking all-time career, maybe Saka. Probably Saka. But this season, particularly, it's not Saka, it's Bryan Mbeumo. Saka has been awful. He has been awful. He has played 3 more games too. And Bryan Mbeumo is somehow worse. And you saw what happened in that second half with Man United. How we absolutely battered them away. Our midfield was on top of them. Bruno Fernandes, not as great of a game as the Manchester City game, but still great. Still too good. Kobbie Mainoo, little cheeky nutmeg on Declan Rice. Movement everywhere. Got in the half spaces. Great. And Casemiro held his position, held his ground, stopped all their midfielders. He made Zubimendi look awful. He made all three of them in there look awful. And you can't criticize that. He's a 33-year-old man, and he's doing that on guys who are in their prime of their careers. And then this is the final brother that gets overglazed, just like Bukayo Saka, that really needs to get criticised. Martin Odegaard, what have you done all season? 1 goal and 3 assists, huh? When is the last time you scored? Ooh. So you scored... What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Around 8, 9 games ago. And you got and you're the captain. You're the captain of the club. And you got subbed off in the 50-something minute for 4 players. Mikel Arteta, man, thought he could sub 4 players on, and he thought he was going to win the game with those 4 players he subbed on. Outrageous, you are. Outrageous. It's not only embarrassing you're subbing your captain off just over a half in, but it's embarrassing what the 4 players did that went on the pitch, what they did, because they did nothing. Ben White, where was he all game? He did nothing. Why would you take Timber off when he was actually doing well on the set pieces? Why? Mikel Merino, he probably had the most impact out of the lot. He got a goal just over the line. He got lucky, but at least he put something on the board. At least he gave himself something. He gave Arsenal a little bit of hope there for maybe a 1-1 draw. I mean, a 2-2 draw with 1 point each. At least that's a little bit of impact. What are the other guys doing? Are they just like sitting down and waiting for their order somewhere? What are they doing? This Mikel Arteta, you better be strapping yourself in, because you need to have a serious talk with your attack. You need to say this is not good enough. That's the truth. This is not good enough. You guys got to strap yourselves in, because you're making it. The inevitable is coming, like it has been for the last 3 years. The second place finish, it's coming. And if they probably lose another 2 games, Arsenal, to someone like Leeds, for example, that's in their head. It's coming back in their heads. It's a mental game. It's going to turn into a mental game. And they better be ready for it. They really better be ready for it. Because Man City, when Man City gets their chance, they punish you. And they have been doing that for years now. They've been doing it for years now. And there are maybe 2 or 3 more things I want to talk about. One of them came up not kind of in the build up to the game, but kind of during the week around the Champions League, the second last round of the Champions League. The final round finished today, but it's the whole debate about the Man United 2008 squad versus the current Arsenal squad. I just need to address this. This is absolutely embarrassing to me, that the fact that this is being talked about. Here's the post right here. I feel like zooming it in, but I'm just gonna go on here. I'm gonna make another little slide, and I'm gonna paste it in. You can see the teams right there. Let me go in slideshow. You can see the teams right there. How on earth is the team on the right better than the team on the left? Can someone explain that to me? First of all, you've got a guy at right mid who has won a Ballon d'Or at such a young age, like Michael Owen did, and he's won a handful of trophies in one season. What have the brothers on the right done? They haven't even lifted a Premier League. Declan Rice is the only one with some sort of European trophy to his name, because he got one with West Ham. But how can the team on the left be worse than the team on the right? Just how? How can they be worse? How? It's a joke. It's an absolute joke, and it's embarrassment, it's shame, and it's disgraceful to be criticizing one of the greatest Premier League teams with one of the greatest managers of all time and compare that to what's on the right. I can go over every position. You know what? I will do that. Van der Sar, Raya. Is that even a comparison? Van der Sar's got the best clean sheet record in Premier League history. Van der Sar. Evra or Calafiori? Evra. Calafiori looks ordinary to Evra. Patrice Evra was great. Bro could just run all day, and he had body. Vidic or Gabriel? Vidic. If Vidic was playing today in today's football, in today's era, he would be the best centre back in the world. There's no debate. He's got like the same size as Saliba and Gabriel, but a little bigger, and he's more aggressive. He's far more aggressive than those lot. Ferdinand to Saliba, that's not even a comparison either. Rio Ferdinand's in. Vidic and Ferdinand have the best clean sheet record in the Premier League. I know these two are like 20-something clean sheets away, but come on, man. If you don't have the trophies, you don't have the accolades next to your name, you can't be better than the team on the left. It's a simple rule. Wes Brown or Timber? Wes Brown was underrated in my opinion. He played a really good Champions League final that season. But people will say Timber. I'm 50-50 on this one. Like, I don't really mind what people say on this one. We'll get to left mid now. Nani, or I guess I'm going to have to put him on Trossard. Is that even a comparison? Have you seen how good Nani is? This guy could dribble all day. He was fast. He shot screamers into those top bins. He could do backflips. I don't see any of the other team doing that. Scholes. Paul Scholes or Declan Rice? Paul Scholes. And you know what I heard, yeah? You know what I heard, because I was talking to Arsenal fans about this. Do you know what I heard? Oh, but Paul Scholes is he was like 40 years old. Are you mad? Are you serious? Paul Scholes is the best English midfielder of our generation. And you want to tell me Rice is better? Does he have potential? Probably. Probably, he does. Will he win as much as Scholes? Will he score as good of goals as Scholes? Will he be a better passer than Scholes? Will he be a better all-round player than Paul Scholes? Because Paul Scholes started as a striker. No, he won't. Carrick or Zubimendi? Carrick was the underrated Mr. Consistent. Zubimendi, based on what you've done this season, other than running up and down box to box, you are terrible. Michael Carrick. Wayne Rooney or Gyökeres? Is that even a comparison? Wayne flippin' Rooney, boys. Wayne flippin' Rooney. Wayne Rooney is miles ahead. I'm not even going to compare Saka Ronaldo, because you know my answer at this point. It's called Cristiano Ronaldo. And Tevez or Odegaard? You know, what's crazy is someone actually told me that Gyökeres is better than Tevez. Brother, Tevez is faster. Tevez can turn. Tevez can dribble. Tevez has got a better shot than Gyökeres. Gyökeres, where's his first touch? Where was his first touch that game? What did he do? I'm seriously, I'm over this. I'm over people debating this. Let's go. I'm going back up now because at this point, this is just rude. And what's even more rude is I saw this on, I think it was either Facebook or YouTube Shorts the other day. Gabriel here. Harry Maguire, being the kind gentleman he is, who goes up to Gabriel, goes, good game, lays a hand out, Gabriel swipes his hand away. And then he's there complaining about that Maguire's handball in the box, which was an accidental handball because he was trying to support himself while he slid into block, is a penalty. When you look at what happened 2 years or a year ago with Martin Odegaard against Liverpool, and Liverpool didn't get a penalty for the exact same thing, and his is arguably worse. He was lying flat on the ground, and he just it's like he tucked the ball into himself. You know, it's not like Maguire actually means it. He didn't look like he means it. Gabriel, what a sore loser you are, man. What a sore loser you are. What a sore loser you are. You're a fool. I'm done. And Amad Diallo, big up to you. He was probably the quietest out of all the attackers in that game, but he's tracking back, he's running up field. He just does what he does every week. He does the simple things right, and he's so good at it. Look what he says on Twitter. Your only hope is corner. Be humble, kid. Haaland was right, you know. Haaland was right. He was right. From last season onwards, he was right. Arsenal need to stay humble. They need to be quiet. Talk to me when you win the trophy. Talk to me when you win the Premier League. You can't say, oh, but we're going to win the Prem, although there's 15 games left and you're 4 points clear. That's not guarantees. There's no guarantees in that. And Ahmad's right. Corner FC. Arsenal have scored 20 plus goals from corners this season. It's in the 20s. And be humble. He's right again. Be humble. You lost. No arguing. No trying to make up excuses. Not good enough. Arsenal. Not good enough. Yeah, and look, another post I found. And it's perfect. You saw it earlier, a little snap. What happens in the past will always happen in the present. And that game, yeah, in the 2000s where Ronaldo and Rooney and O'Shea scored on Arsenal in that black shirt at Highbury, is it Tilbury or Highbury, whatever. That was in the black shirt. They were dancing on Arsenal. They were cooking them. These two brothers, they gave it to him. They gave it to him on their days. And it doesn't matter who's wearing that black shirt. They will give it to him as well. They will do something like this again. This will happen again. Mark my words, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. Arsenal, you are in a mental crisis. You are in a mental crisis. I don't know where you're going to go from here. If you don't pick up wins and you keep dropping points like you have done for the last 3 games, is it 3 to 5 games? I'll go up. For the last 3 games, then your chances of winning the Premier League are over. Because when Man City and Aston Villa will get that chance, they will go. They will be screaming up. They will be so happy. And they'll be in a better place. And football will be in a better place. It wasn't just Man United who won 3-2. Football won 3-2. No anti-football was played. See, Man United, with the goals, that's football. Not let's cross the ball in, get a little deflection or a little scrappy tap in or a little header and rely on that to win every game. That's not football. That's something you do as a kid with all your mates. You go down to the local pitch and you practice your set pieces. This is the Premier League. This is the biggest league in the world. There's no time to be mucking around. You can't make errors. You can't be stupid with your tactics. And what is so funny about Arsenal, they do it every single time they're on a corner. They huddle as a group, then they spread. As soon as the corner's about to be taken, they spread. They grab you, they strangle you. I'm done, guys. Well done, Man United. This win is great. I'm so happy we won that game. You lot Arsenal are getting cooked. Not even after this. Not even just with this video, but any of you I encounter in person, you're getting cooked. You're getting cooked. I will do the Cunha on you. I could even add the Jesse Lingard if I wanted to. You are getting cooked. Anyways, that was my match review. That was my... That's the good and the bad I had to say about the two sides. The good and the positive is Man United, they're playing great. Michael Carrick's on the wheel. He's doing a great job. Hope we enjoy some more wins for the rest of the season. Hopefully Casemiro has a good farewell too. Hopefully he does something great again, Casemiro, bobbing up with maybe a clutch header like he always does. But I've dragged this for so long. I want to keep dragging it, to be honest. But obviously boredom's going to increase. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Any Arsenal fans you see, let them know about it. I'm done. Let them know about it. I don't want to hear any excuses. Let them know about it. You tell them. Everyone tells them. Peace. Catch.